Welcome, everybody, to Sharp Bets and Fantasy Sets. Week 17, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. God bless you. Love you all. I can't believe it's here. 2 weeks left in the season. Cheers to everybody. We're drinking tonight because some of us don't have work, and the ones that do just don't give a fuck. But Nas has to get home because he's in the finals and has the Green Bay defense. So we're going to get going here. Nas, let's start with you at a round table. Your Patriots put up quite the fight versus the Buffalo Bills. We'll get the mic right after this. Did you think you were going to pull it off? And how you looking this year into next year? You pretty excited?
Yeah, I can't wait. So with that loss and the Raiders win, we got the second pick. So Travis Hunter might as well get on the jet and get ready to come to Foxborough because we're going to get him.
And you're not winning another game?
No.
Now, what if you get the one pick overall? Are you gonna look for a trade up? You know what I mean? Or just take Hunter without the bullshit?
We might just I think we should take Hunter without the bullshit.
And make some phone calls to the Raiders or the Giants, see who wants to jump up and take Shedeur. Or take Shedeur and just fuck the whole system up. That'd be
Hold up, Nas. You said that he win no more games this year? You know what that means? That's last place right there, big dog.
Last place.
Yeah, it is, but hey.
What happened to, we ain't coming in last?
To be fair, it's closer than we thought.
Not facts.
It's closer than we thought. All right, No Face Mike, who's at therapy or physical therapy right now, working on a knee, which I respect, but can't show his face right now. Maybe it's because he's embarrassed. The Bills only won by 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's a divisional game, so at the end of the day, division opponents, whether we face the Jets, whether we face the Dolphins, they're always going to face us tough. And listen, the Chiefs play every week like shit, and they're crowned, like the best team in football. So we're allowed to have one bad game.
Had a couple, if you ask me. Sir, you're done. It's over. The Niners, out of all these years of greatness, how you handling this defeat just watching, hoping that your fantasy team does well?
No, hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Injuries killed us. We let a lot of games slip to the fourth quarter. So it is what it is. Sorry. Hopefully everybody get right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know they got to play Brock this offseason. We'll see what happens, but this should be all right.
How many games did Brock miss?
This season?
Yeah. 1?
Yeah, I think he only missed like 1.
Oh, so if he was, the quarterback they thought he would be, then injury shouldn't matter because if you're elite, injuries, you could overcome it. If you lose your quarterback, I understand it. But if you lose your running back, it really shows you maybe it wasn't the quarterback.
All right, so you lose your running back, you lose your wide receiver, you lose. Okay, hey, whatever. I'm saying I'm not saying he's gonna get his $60 million, but hey, he's still better than most. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I agree with that. Tim, great first drive, is it, Jet? One of the best drives of the year. Then nothing after that.
Surprise.
And he missed the extra point.
It's a recurring issue with the Jets. They can't put a full football game together. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers just came out today, said that, I can't wait to get cut by a 21-year-old. That'll be new. Come on, man. It's just comedy at this point. All you can do is sit back and laugh and just wait to see what happens in the offseason and the draft. And hopefully they put us in, what's the HBO special?
Hard Knock.
We'll be the next Hard Knocks again. Bring back Rex. Just make it a complete circus and just let me enjoy fantasy football forever because that's all I've got.
I ask you a question, Tim. If the Jets came to you and said they're going to make me the head coach, would you just say fuck it, go with it?
At this point, I don't know who it's going to be. It could literally be anybody.
No, but would you entertain me coaching the Jets?
Sure, Scott. What do you want to get paid? A ham sandwich and whatever you're drinking right now?
I would just ask for my face to be the logo on the 50-yard line. Okay. And I'd gladly
just talk about your asshole fucking
my Dallas Cowboys. Listen, you could say what you want. I'll get to this on my thumbs up segment when we all do one because it's the holiday season and we're in the giving mood. The Dallas Cowboys have shown fight, man, and I'm okay with them playing spoiler. And they're playing for Mike McCarthy. And as much as I knocked them, we lost our quarterback. And if not for a botched punt, they're winning 5 in a row. and they're still in the playoffs. And I'll chalk this season up, sir, to injuries on defense and offense and the quarterback being injured, because I think that this is a quick rebound to get back to 11-6 and
Sir, first of
25.
all, y'all look better with Cooper Rush out there than
That's
they
not
use
true. That's
that
not true.
class.
I think the young offensive line has come to its own, which is what I did say early in the year. They got 2 rookies and 1 second-year man. If it does pan out, you're looking at another monster offensive line. They've played it a lot better, and the one thing the Cowboys do well is draft offensive linemen. So I'm kind of okay with it. And by the way, we have the best backup quarterback in the entire league. I think we could agree with that, right? Like, this guy's 9-4 as a starter. He has really kept things together. He doesn't do much, but he's a very good backup.
Are you that convinced that he's just not the guy as a backup? You think Cooper Rush couldn't be the guy given the reins?
No, I can't.
And just get rid of Dak and trade that contract off and then
because
get other pieces?
I've seen the limitations where Dak can make plays Cooper Rush can't. I just can't see it happening. I'm sorry. I don't see a Case Keenum type thing with him. There's times he does just like, oh my God, you're a backup. I see it now. Like, you know what I mean? It's always the backup.
You also said you couldn't see McCarthy as a coach next year. Now you're saying you can. So things change.
Yes, because I mean they are playing for him. I don't want them. That's the thing. I just like if they go 9-8 though, I still think it's all right. 3 weeks ago I was 70-30. He was getting fired. I'm actually at 50-50. I don't know. I think if they run the table and knock Washington out of the playoffs, which I'm rooting for. That's why I'm tuning in now. I want to knock Philly out of that.
Why?
Because we're right in the draft anyway where we are. It ain't moving much.
You're playing for pride.
We have our quarterback. You're going to be 14-18. You're getting who you get. Let's play spoiler. Fuck it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Like, let's knock our division opponents out. Let's fuck the Eagles from a 1 seed. And you know what? Week 18, if Washington needs a win to get in, I want to be the team to keep Washington and Dan Quinn out of the playoffs. And I will be tuned into that game like it's a playoff game for the Cowboys. I really will be. Do you guys agree with me on that?
I mean, you already said that earlier that, or I think Mike said it, that division games, people play harder against division rivals. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to come out for blood. They want to win that game just to,
fuck Dan Quinn.
Exactly, fuck everyone else.
I said division games are never easy. Man. See, no matter the division, no matter if you're first in the division, playing the last place team in the division, it's never easy.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
So let's get to this. Nas mentioned number 2 pick. Let's get to the number 1 pick then. New York Giants were just god awful. Like it's almost unbelievable how bad they are to watch. And I don't want to hear about the quarterback because, like I said, you see backup quarterbacks throughout the league, and they at least move the ball on offense. This is one of the worst teams I've ever watched in the NFL. And Brian Daboll is the face of it right now. And Mike, I'll start with you because he was part of the Bills organization. Do you let Brian Daboll pick the quarterback and run with him and try to develop him? Or do you cut ties with everyone and start fresh with a new coach, new GM, and new quarterback? What would you do, Mike?
I mean, it has me a little worried that he's not having the team play hard. I mean, like you said, they look abysmal out there, and that's on the coach. But I do think he comes back just for the fact that, they did give him the reins, and he never drafted his own quarterback. So, give him a shot and see what he could do. I mean, you really have nothing to lose. I mean, he is a good offensive mind. I mean, he's a good offensive coordinator. I don't know if he's a good head coach. Maybe he's just not a good leader. But I do think that you give him a chance to get his quarterback, and a lot of Giants fans don't want a quarterback. They want to get Hunter sometimes too, because he's technically the best player in the draft, Hunter. So if they don't draft a quarterback, I'd be shocked.
True. Nas, what do you think? Do you let Daboll go start from fresh or just give him a chance?
I'll give him a chance. I think they have to draft a quarterback. I really don't think they should. I've been hearing a lot of Giants fans, we should get Travis Hunter and wait till Archie Manning comes.
No,
I don't think you have time for that because, if you wait that year, what happens if Archie Manning gets hurt? Then what?
Or what happens if you go 6-11 with like a Jacoby Brissett or Sam Darnold, whoever the fill-in guy is? You're not there.
Yeah, so I think they should go quarterback and give Daboll a shot. Let him draft who he thinks will best fit the Giants and see what happens.
Tim, what do you got? I disagree with both of you, by the way, but we'll get to that. Tim, what do you got?
I will say that Shut up, dog. They they got 11 wins with bum ass Daniel Jones at quarterback the one year.
That was
So
an anomaly. That was a
you
fluke
could,
year, right?
but listen,
You just saw me.
we could tell he could coach, right? So I don't know that it's necessarily his fault.
Right.
I don't know if how they're playing right now you can justify keeping him. Listen,
Gun to your head. What do you do, Tim?
blow it up and start over again.
Agreed. Sir.
As you said, like, I don't know, he didn't really get a chance to draft his guy. He got pretty much handed in. And Jones says, go fix this dude. So, I mean, yes, but then, like, I don't know, like, it's kind of tough. Like, what I would do, I would just clear the whole thing up. Clear the whole thing. Get a new coach, get a new GM, get a quarterback. Just start from scratch.
Yeah, here's the thing I don't agree with drafting your own guy, right? That Mike McCarthy didn't draft his own guy. Nick Sirianni didn't draft his own guy. But these teams are still competitive. Sirianni turned Jalen Hurts into an MVP candidate.
Those teams were competitive before they got there, though.
Yeah, but I mean, so the Giants weren't this bad. Like they weren't this fucking bad. You know, they're going to be 2-15 in their 100th year anniversary. Have the first pick since 1966. I mean, like obviously, I saw these stats. I'm not just spitballing them. But like I blow it up. I don't think this whole he helped Josh Allen be good. Well, Josh Allen's going to be the MVP without him. So how good was
maybe Josh Allen was just really good no matter what.
Right, exactly. I don't know.
Not so fast.
Right, and
not so fast.
Let's move straight into that. By the way, so we're done. I think Daboll should go. We're like 3-2 here, which is going to be interesting. I ultimately don't think the Giants will do it though. But they just look so fucking bad, and I can't believe the Eagles lost to Drew Lock last year. I'm actually shocked that happened. They beat anybody. All right, MVP. You saw Saquon have a nice run. It just seems like no matter what, like I think Mike said, and most of you said, I was kind of foolish about it. It ain't going to a running back. Even though Saquon might actually break the record, which would be poetic if he beats the Giants with the record. At the end of the year, that would be phenomenal because it looks like the Eagles might need that game or might not. But, Mike, be honest here. Be fair. Lamar wins at home versus the Steelers. Looks good. They're going to win the division probably. And if they win the division and the Bills win the division, the stats are pretty damn close. And they're only 2 wins apart. And Lamar did beat Josh Allen. Josh Allen had his worst game of the year versus the Ravens. Did this MVP race tighten? Or is Lamar Jackson just not even close to Josh Allen at this point? Be fair.
Dude, you said be fair twice. I got on the first shot. I mean, dude, it's to me, Josh Allen's not going to lose the last 2 games. So it's all about the record. That's why
14-10 and 14-10.
What?
What if he wins like with 1 touchdown pass each game and Lamar goes off for 8 total touchdowns the last 2?
Well, look, Ravens are playing for something. If the Chiefs win the next game, the Bills can't clutch anymore. So I can see them like only playing Josh first half or not playing him as much as Lamar Jackson has to play. So I mean, the Ravens have a lot more to play for than the Bills if the Chiefs win next week. So that has to factor into it too. But let me give you a stat here.
Go on.
If you want to be fair,
go on.
When Derrick Henry is held under 85 yards, the Ravens are 2-5. Okay. When James Cook is held under 85 yards, the Bills are 8-3. So I mean, if you want to talk about an argument that he needs a run game, Lamar. If Lamar has no run game, he cannot win a football game.
Mike,
not many football games.
Mike, that's a fair fucking stat. I gotta give you credit on that. And Nas, I'm interested to hear you debate that because that's tough one to debate there. That is.
Well, Josh Allen yesterday, in my opinion, played like shit. Lamar on Saturday played spectacular.
Like an MVP, you'd say.
Like you see the background, like. No, but on a serious note, I think I don't think Lamar has it yet, but I do think it's a lot closer. I really think it's like you said it. I think it's going to come down to how he plays the last 2 games And I have a big feeling if they win the AFC North, he will be the MVP. Being so, like you said, he beat Josh Allen. He didn't just beat him; he beat him bad, and he won the division. And his stats will be better than Josh Allen's at the end of the year.
I think Josh Allen
He
might
won't have the better record, though. You guys don't understand. The reason Josh Allen didn't win the MVP last year is because he had 2 less wins.
That's true.
Josh Allen had the better stats. If you guys look up the stats, because that's what MVP is about, Josh Allen had the better stats. But he didn't win because he had 2 or 3 less wins than Lamar. So if that's what.
And he probably won't win this year.
You know what's wild? Dak Prescott finished
And he's
second
definitely
last
not
year
gonna
in
win
the
this
MVP vote, and Josh Allen didn't even finish second.
He was the favorite at one part. Dak Prescott was the favorite.
People forget about that. Like Josh Allen didn't even finish in second. Dak Prescott did, like, which is wild to think about. And if Lamar didn't annihilate the Niners on Christmas night, Dak might have been the MVP. There's a very good chance.
It's okay because Joe Burrow might have the best stats of everybody.
Agreed. And I will get to that because I'll get to that.
If he backdoors into the playoffs,
I would.
He's balling, man.
Let me get to
There's
that.
a huge case.
I am legit
balling.
on that train, and you know the Eagles and Bengals are my Super Bowl pick. I think if Joe Burrow gets the Bengals into the playoffs, which is a possibility because they play Denver this week, and if Denver, if
but he needs too much.
No, he doesn't. If Cincinnati, I don't think so, man. But the schedule, like,
they do. They do. They need a lot, bro.
But the schedule works for them in a weird way. If they went out, they beat the team they're chasing in Denver, and Denver has one more game versus Kansas City, I believe, right?
Ooh. Yeah, but they're still behind the Dolphins and Colts, and the Dolphins
I know that.
and Colts have and really easy schedules too.
Do you really trust the Dolphins or Colts though on road games? I'm just saying we'll get that.
Playing the Giants this week. Yes, I trust them.
Okay. I'm just saying. Last time the Colts played the Giants, Nick Foles was convulsing while Kayvon Thibodeau was doing a snow angel. That's like the last known whereabout of Nick Foles. So, revenge game for Nick. I will say if Joe Burrow gets if the Bengals make the playoffs, my vote would be Joe Burrow. I'm with you, Tim. I really think there's a case to be made. However, I do think Josh Allen will make it. But Saquon's done, sir. We can agree with that, right? It's a 2-man race.
Absolutely. Listen, if McCaffrey didn't get it last year, ain't no running back getting it.
I disagree, though, because if Saquon breaks the record...
No, I'm just saying, but I don't say it's a quarterback award. It's not... No. Now quarterbacks don't get the MVP. They'll get maybe a player of the year, offensive player of the year, but they don't get the MVP. It goes to quarterbacks.
Tim, who are you going with?
I don't know. I just want to say Saquon to see if Mike has a fucking heart attack on the way home. He's getting fired up. That's what I like.
Did you see the thing what Schefter said about that the Eagles might rest him against the Giants last week of the season?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Rest him this week versus the Cowboys. Why
it's all right. Whatever backup the fucking Eagles have is going to score fucking 8 touchdowns against the Giants.
As you said,
Kenneth Gainwell.
I think they still have Boston Scott.
Yeah, okay, Boston Scott, the Giant Killer.
Or Leonard Weaver.
Giant Killer, yeah.
Does he still play Leonard Weaver? Is that like 14 years ago? I think it was a fullback for the Eagles who ran an 80-yard touchdown versus the Giants on a fullback dive one year. It was fucking crazy. All right, last thing, and then we'll get to our picks here. Mike has been really overhyping Jayden Daniels, in my opinion, and I want to discuss it. Mike, I don't hate Jayden Daniels. I think he's a very good... He's impressed me. My only thing is I don't like and I know we were texting about this, and I got a little upset, and I apologize because I had the Eagles in a parlay, so I was a little mad. But my thing is like, and I think Tim's more on my side with this than anybody on this show. Like the overhype on these young kids, he's okay. Like chill the hell out, because in 2012 when RG3, I have stats for you, Mike. In 2012 when RG3 had his amazing year, he came back 2013. They went 3-10. And he was 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. My point is, let's just pump the fucking brakes and stop putting these guys in the Hall of Fame right now. Is that fair, Mike? Or, you know?
I mean, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying he looks damn good right now. I mean, that's
Would
not...
you say, but is he the real deal? Or are you still holding out judgment for that? You know what I'm saying?
To me, in this moment, right now, what I'm looking at him right now, he looks like the real deal, yes.
Okay, so next year to start a team, are you taking Jayden Daniels or Dak Prescott?
Next year to start a team, I take I mean,
This,
I don't know, man. I would probably just if I'm starting a team, I probably want Jayden Daniels. He's younger, he's cheaper.
okay. I'm talking ability wise with the contract thing.
Ability wise, I don't know. I mean, yeah, probably still give me Daniels, man.
Okay.
I do like Daniels. I'm not saying he's in the Hall of Fame, but I just can the way he throws the football and the way he's winning these games. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I can't argue with you. I don't think you're wrong. I think like I don't know. Maybe I don't live in his immediacy. I like the guy who's proven. Tim, am I wrong here? Like not jumping the gun, or am I crazy?
I don't think you're crazy at all. I mean, the writing's on the wall on second year sophomore slump or whatever you want to call it. I personally have affection for Jayden Daniels because in any fantasy league that I'm in, that I'm still in the playoffs, he's my quarterback. So
I like him. I don't hate him. I don't.
So I know he's putting up the stat. I know his stats are friendly for fantasy. Has he led drives to come back and win games for them? Yes, he has. There's something to talk about being able to win, regardless of if it was against a backup in the last game against Philly. You still need to make the plays to win the game.
Fair.
And he has been. So
Fair. What you got? I agree. Sorry, am I jumping the gun?
No. Well, I don't know. As you said, the sophomore, like, it takes some time for like the league to get some tape on you to see which, like, if he does it next year and the year after, then you can say, you know what, then maybe he's. But like the first year, usually a lot of quarterbacks will ball out the first year, and then the second year they'll fall off.
Like Brock Purdy, yeah.
Hey, take it easy, Mo. All right, But to answer your question, though, I would take Daniels over Dak because I don't trust Dak, Mo.
Okay.
Like I don't get the hype over him.
You know, a 10-year body of work. I've never seen someone so disrespected as a quarterback. Like
I don't
a
trust Dak, bro.
consistent 10-year body of work. Tim, are you at least with me on that? Unbelievable.
you didn't ask me who I would choose.
Yeah, like
what's Dak's record in the playoffs?
What is it? What's Jayden Daniels? That doesn't matter. Mark Sanchez is 4-3 in the playoffs. Are you taking him over Dak Prescott?
If you're gonna bring up 10 years body of work, you can't miss 10 years of the playoffs.
It's a team sport, Mike.
So his stats were good in the playoffs.
What?
His stats were good in the playoffs.
They're not horrible. They're better than Lamar's, but I would take Lamar over Dak.
I mean, his stats are average.
They're better than Lamar's, but I would take Lamar over Dak. Stats don't tell everything.
It's eye test.
Yeah.
You got to show up when it counts.
Yeah, but it's not Dak Prescott's fault that the defense lets up 290 yards rushing to the Rams in 2019. It's not his fault that they let up a 3rd and 20 to Jared Cook with Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball and Mason Crosby hits a 55-yard field goal. Like, you got to watch things happen. It's not Lamar Jackson's fault that Zay Flowers fumbles at the goal line last year. Right? Nas, you with me on this? Back me up here.
Is it Lamar Jackson's fault that he threw
Hey, Scott.
I'm trying to be on Nas's side here. This is bad.
I think you guys are forgetting the pick 6 Lamar Jackson threw to Teron Johnson, the Buffalo Bills 2 years ago in the playoffs.
Then why are you forgetting when Josh Allen short-armed the throw in the end zone last year and had to settle for a field goal with Tyler Bass, and he pushed it wide right. Wide open Gabe Davis over the middle.
So that's the kicker's fault that he missed.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh boy, I can't wait for the excuse this year.
Did he not get the team into field goal position?
He did, but he missed the touchdown pass.
You don't need to kick the field goal if he hits a touchdown pass, is what they're trying to say.
I love Josh Allen. I think he's the second best quarterback in the league, Mike. But you got to be a little fair here, right?
Pick 6 in the playoffs. I don't know. That's pretty.
But
bad.
who would you take, Dak Prescott or Lamar Jackson? Is what I'm asking, Mike.
I'll take Lamar.
But Dak's better in the playoffs, so there goes your argument.
I got to look at the stats. I don't know.
They're both awful in the playoffs.
They're both okay. Listen, it's hard to win.
Neither of them have been to a Super Bowl, no?
No, and it's hard to win.
But you know who has been to a Super Bowl?
Brock Purdy.
Yes,
and
Brock
I would
Purdy,
take Dak Prescott. I'd take a 70% Dak Prescott over 100% Brock Purdy. Personally.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I hate Prescott Dak, but I'll take Dak Prescott over Brock Purdy.
But Dak on the Niners, they're right where they are.
They might win. Yeah. They'll go to the Super Bowl. If you put Dak on the Niners with that team healthy with McCaffrey, Ayuk, Debo, they'll be in the Super Bowl in February.
The Niners
had. Back to how I love Tony Romo, and if he had Dak's defense, they would have been to a Super Bowl by now. But I digress.
Scott, and just going back to that shooter's rule thing, when I was telling you in the text message, what I meant is like, if you're a good player, good things are going to happen to you.
I get what you're saying. Like luck is being preparation type thing, right? Like it. I get it. I do understand that. However, I saw Eli Manning throw a Hail Mary to David Tyree, and he's the most average quarterback of all time. So I kind of have to fight back on that a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's
Sometimes people get
I get
lucky.
it. I get
Sometimes teams get lucky.
I'd rather be
Flacco-
lucky than good. Like,
Joe
that's
Flacco led the Ravens to a Super Bowl, but Lamar can't. Let's just.
Yeah.
Some things are just out of the realm of control here.
Bro, Nick Foles beat
Big
Tom
Dick
Brady.
Nick. Big
Like,
Dick
that's
Nick.
all-
Put some
that's
respect
all
on his
we
name.
need. Yeah, like he beat Tom Brady. I mean, Jeff Hostetler fucking
He beat Belichick. He didn't beat Brady.
Jeff Hostetler beat Jim Kelly. You know what I mean? Like these things fucking happen. It is
The only three people Tom Brady lost to was Eli Manning twice and Big Dick Nick. Like the most mediocre quarterbacks of all time. Like, give me a break.
Don't tell Giant fans that.
Oh yeah, he's a Hall of Famer though. He's got his
All right.
2 Super Bowl rings.
Let's get. I wish Miguel was on here to argue that. All right,
Ah.
let's get to our picks here. Mike with a 2-0-1 week. He's still hanging on to first place, 28-20-3. Nas 3-0 right there, 28-23. Those ties are saving
They're
Mike.
saving him. They're
Saving Mike.
saving him.
They gotta
They're
respect
saving
him. He's been in first place all year. Sir with an 0.
Bullshit.
Sir with a 1-2 week, 23-27-1. Me with a 3-0 week, 23-27-1. Tie-in, sir, fighting for the basement. And Tim 1-2 with an 11-10. Let me just say, whoever had the Dolphins over, that backdoor 50-yard touchdown run should have never happened, and you guys lucked out a lot because they could have just went down and that would have been it. 5 games this week. We're going to do the 2 Christmas games because we're in the holiday spirit, and then 3 of our own. Mike, we're starting from the top down. Lock it in. Right now, I have Kansas City at Pittsburgh, plus 2.5 for Pittsburgh, over under 43. What's your first game pick?
On that one, give me the give me the Steelers plus 2.5.
Yes. First place. Here I come.
I do like the fact that the Steelers have to really they just lost to the Ravens. You know, coming off a loss, I think Mike Tomlin's going to be ready for Andy Reid. This is the 2 veteran coaches going head to head with each other. Pickens is back, which is huge. They already announced that. We saw how Russell Wilson plays without Pickett. And honestly, the Chiefs, they don't impress me at all. They don't, and they're squeaking by, and the zebras keep on just helping them out, and it's literally embarrassing for the league. But
I feel like the Chiefs are going to turn you into the Joker one day. Like, it's going to happen, Mike.
And then for the
First of all,
Baltimore game,
I think this is the first year the Zebras helped the Chiefs. Come on.
Jesus Christ. Once you start winning, everyone talks about the refs. Really?
Man,
No,
Zebras have been
like-
helping them for years. Come on now.
Baltimore at Houston.
these are like blatant obvious things, Scott.
Okay.
Like, and it happens every week. I mean, there's no other team you can do that with.
The Bengals, you know what? The Bengals intercepted Pat Mahomes in overtime when the Bills cried about a coin toss. Make a play.
I'm taking the Ravens minus, what was it, 4 or 5?
-4.
All right, I'm taking the Ravens minus 4 in that game. No, I mean, R.I.P. Not rest in peace, Tank Dell, but R.I.P. his career.
Man.
I
Damn, I'm
think
saying, homie, yo, he ain't that
No,
good, bro.
his career.
Yeah.
I think he's done. I mean, he blew out his whole kneecap and ACL the second time in 2 years. It's just, I feel really bad for the kid, and I do think the Texans are going to miss
That's
him.
all right, Mike. I blew my knee out, and I came back stronger than ever shooting from three-point range in 2021.
Yeah, well, he's not on the team this year, and I think they're going to really suck without him. So they're not going to have better to throw to. So give me the
All right, who are your 3 personal picks? Let's go.
3 personal picks. I'm going to go with the Colts minus 7 against or minus 7.5 or against the. Is it minus 7 or minus 7.5?
7.5 I had, yeah.
Okay, minus 7.5 versus the Giants. The Giants are absolute dog shit.
Awful.
One of the worst teams I've seen on TV in a long, long time.
Yep.
And then give me the over in the Detroit 49ers game. It's at 50 this morning. Now I see it at 50.5. What do you guys have it at?
50.5. You going with it?
Yeah, I'll go with it.
So why'd you ask?
Because I didn't know if you got. I want to know if I have 50 or 50.5 to go.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, and then my last pick's going to be the. Give me the Chargers -4 against the Patriots. They really have to win that game to stay alive. I don't see them. I mean, I know the Patriots play well against divisional opponents. We saw what happened to them with the Cardinals, which is not a divisional opponent. So, yeah, give me the Chargers -4.
All right, Nas, what do you got here? Let's go Pittsburgh, KC. Who you got?
Give me the Chiefs. What is it? 2.5.
Yep.
Give me the Chiefs 2.5. So I watched that game. What day was that? Saturday.
Yeah.
I watched that game, and with Marquise Brown, that new addition with him and Worthy in the slot, they just look. What DeAndre Hopkins playing outside and Travis Kelce he doesn't even have to do nothing. He's just a decoy in there, and they're about to start getting Pacheco rolling. It's going to get really scary. So give me the Chiefs -2.5. You already know who my second pick is.
Baltimore -4.
Whatever, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, lock it in. -10.
Your personal,
And-
what you got?
For my first personal, I like Minnesota. I got it at -1.5. I don't know where it is now.
-2, I have it at.
All right, well, give me Minnesota -2. I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they flex Detroit and Minnesota to 425?
The Packers, I think they did, yeah.
Wait,
Right?
Minnesota and Detroit play each other week 18, correct?
Yes, sorry, they did, yeah.
I think the number one seed in the NFC is going to come down in that game.
That's
So
wild.
give me
You might
the
end up 15-2 and be a fucking 5 seed.
So give me the Vikings, what you have it at. Give me the Lions. I caught it at 3.5.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, and my last pick. I don't want to do this, but I think I have to. Give me
The Patriots.
the Bengals at -3 at home against the Broncos.
Saturday night game. There we go. We got a couple Saturday nights, so we'll know some records. Sir, who you got?
It's not Saturday night. That's Saturday at 4:30.
Saturday, well, that's night. It gets dark at 4:31. Sunset.
All right, first one, give me the Chiefs -2.5 against Pittsburgh. I'm not betting against Mahomes. After they haven't covered in 7 strip, whatever, they covered their last 2 games. So they got Hollywood back, or get Hollywood. New Hopkins is looking pretty good. So give me the Chiefs -2.5. Second game, give me over 47 in the Baltimore Texans. I don't know. Both these teams can score. Even though I know they lost my man, Mr. Dell, but Houston still got some weapons, and Lamar going to do his thing. So give me over 47. Personal choices. All right. So the first one, give me the Colts -7.5. I thought I had it at 8, 7.5.
Yeah.
The Giants are trash cans. I'm not betting the Giants.
I see you stopped betting against Bryce Young though.
I did. I learned. He got me. So, but I'm still betting against the Giants. I don't care. All right. So next one.
I'm shocked you haven't bet against the Vikings just because Daniel Jones is on them.
What do you mention the Vikings? Give me over 49 against Green Bay. Week 4 they combined for 60 points. I see another back and forth. This division, the North, is tough. So I see some points being scored back and forth. And then my last one, give me the Chargers -4 against your Patriots. Sorry, Nas, but the Chargers need to win this game to get to the playoffs. And I trust my man Harbaugh. And well, the Patriots, they ain't trying to win no games, man. They try to get their draft pick right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we trying to get T Hunter, man.
My boys are in the same boat. We try to get our picks right. So don't worry about this game, man. Just get the pick right. So the Chargers -4.
Fucking.
All right, y'all about to witness history. Ready for this? This might be the first time ever on this show I am betting against Patrick Mahomes. First,
Really?
I'm going Pittsburgh +1.5. I'm with Mike.
Let's go.
I'm with Mike. This game means a lot more to Pittsburgh after getting kind of embarrassed 2 straight weeks. And I think the Chiefs are going to lose this game, which means they'll have to play hard in Week 18, which is good for one of my other picks. But let me go Baltimore -4. They went to Houston last year and beat the living crap out of them. No, Houston went to Baltimore, but it was a playoff game. Yeah, thanks for coming. Bye. They're going to rout them. Even if 4 is not even a big number, I don't even care if it's on the road. 20-10, 27-17. Give me Baltimore -4. I'm going to Saturday. 2 games I'm going with. Now, Chiefs are going to have to play tough if they lose this game, and they'll play the Broncos. Give me Cincinnati with Nas -3, which means Cincinnati might be able to make the playoffs and sneak in Week 18 if they win this game, because the Chiefs have to play hard for the 1 seed. Plus, the odds right now for the Bengals to win the Super Bowl are plus 13,000. Dollar wins 131. It might be something to look at if they could sneak in. I put $1 on them. Tim, I know you. $1 is never a bad bet, right?
A donkey dollar is always a good bet.
Never a bad bet. So give me the Cincinnati -3. I'm going straight to Saturday night again. The Rams win the division that night, -5.5. Give me them. Cardinals have nothing to play for anymore, so they could cover the 5.5, I think. And then, sir, I'm going with an over-under on a Sunday. I only got 1 game on Sunday. How about that? So I might be 4-0. Give me Tampa
Over 4, you know.
Tampa Bay, Carolina over 48.5. I have it as. Why not 27-24, 30-27? These teams could score some points. So Tampa Bay, Carolina over 48.5. All right, Tim, what do you got?
Man, I feel like Mike right now, he might just be repeating all the picks that he took. But
you're following first place. There's nothing wrong with that, Tim.
there's something wrong with it because I'm dragging him down just by making these picks. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mike.
Because of ties.
Pittsburgh 2. I had him at 3. What do you have? 2.5.
2.5.
That's
yeah.
fine. Pittsburgh 2.5. 5-1 at home. I saw Mahomes play. Nas thought he would look. I didn't think he looked too great. I thought it was. Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know if he's healthy, bored, whatever it is. He doesn't look like playoff Mahomes. So I'm taking Pittsburgh, getting points at home.
Gonna burn you. Gonna burn you and Scott. Gonna burn you.
That's fine.
And I'm fighting for 500.
Yeah, I'm a firefighter. Just you can't burn me. Baltimore, Houston.
That's not true.
Yeah, we wear the good stuff. Baltimore, Houston. Under
ladder 49 apparently
46.5. That's fake. Under 46.5. I feel as though the only way that
we got it at 47, bro. Sir had the over 47. You good with that?
Even better. Under 47.
Okay.
I feel as though the only way to beat the Ravens is to run the ball effectively against them, and that's what the Eagles did when they played them, and that game hit 43. I'm hoping that something similar happens in that game, so I'm taking under 47.
Okay.
I'm taking Seattle to beat the Bears. Oh yeah, he's cheesing right now. I'm going to take Seattle -3.5 to beat the Bears, and I'm going to take the Colts -7.5 to beat the Giants, and I'm going to take the Chargers -4 to beat the Pats. Pats and Bears play good against division teams, like we were talking about earlier. They're not playing division teams anymore, so I could see them just falling off a cliff. And, well, I regret ever taking the Giants last week.
I can't believe I did it too in your pool. You're $10.
The fucking 5 of us could have played quarterback against the Giants, and I think they still would have won.
You know what the worst
as long as they don't throw the ball to Kyle Pitts, I think the Atlanta offense is going to be just fine.
All right, that's our picks. But really quick, you know what the worst is? When Nas won last week, the 5 for 5, he texted me on the side. He goes, "That's pretty easy." Like, you're not gonna do it every week.
I knew I shouldn't have picked the Giants. Everything else looked pretty good, I think.
Listen, I went 4-0-1 this week. The problem is you got to go 5-0.
Yeah.
The goddamn Vikings.
All right,
I'll get them next week. All
right, let's go with our fantasy sleeper here. I'll start just because I watched them last night. It's amazing we're doing a Monday show too. This because I watched them last night. Tampa Bay, Jalen McMillan, 4,600. It seemed like Baker Mayfield. Tim, it's all right. Just go with it. It seemed like Baker Mayfield, like, really just looked for him. Mike Evans injured, so give me him 4,600. Tim, I'll come to you last because you're looking up someone else. Sir, who you got?
Give me 5,400. Give him my man Tajay Spears, running back against the Jaguars. He's looking better than Tony Pollard. Especially catching passes out of the backfield. So, and the Jaguars stink. So give me Tajay Spears to do some things against them.
All right, Nas, no price, Nas. Bateman had a touchdown last week. He did pretty well. Who you getting?
Damn. Give me Mario Douglas from the Patriots. I don't know. I don't have a price. I don't know how much he costs.
That's right. He's probably $4. Okay. Mike, last time I did that, I couldn't pronounce the guy's name, and Sir won. The guy like 3 touchdowns. All right, Mike, who you got?
Let Tim go.
All right, it's Tim. Who you got?
Let Tim go. Well, truth be told, Tim had Jalen McMillan. I don't know if you could tell from my reaction, but let me just go out on a limb and say that the Jets are going to shut down Brees Hall. So I'll go Braylon Allen, 5K.
Okay.
Garbage time against Buffalo when the Bills are up fucking
37-1. Yeah, they give him a rouge like the
Yeah.
CFL. By the way, I saw rouge. I went to a CFL game in August. I saw the Argonauts, who are the champs in the Grey Cup this year. What up? Because I went to a game, and the first point in the game was a rouge. That's when like the returner doesn't catch the punt, but it lands in the end zone for the punting team. So the Saskatchewan Roughriders were up 1-0. That's true story. Mike, who you got?
Give me Calvin Ridley, 5,500 against the Jags. I mean, Jags suck. I mean, the Colts. I mean, the Titans actually almost caught up to the Colts that game last week.
True.
Somehow, I don't know how, but yeah,
it was like 38-4, and then you look up and it was 38-30.
Yeah, I was like, holy moly! But yeah, give me Ridley 5,500.
Did you really say "holy moly" when you looked at the TV?
No, I did not.
Thank God. I would have had to kick you off this show if you said "holy moly." All right, those are our fantasy sleepers. Our thumbs up, thumbs down to end this holiday show. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everyone. So everyone's getting a thumbs up, thumbs down. And there's
I'll
no
go
way
first.
Mike could pick Josh Allen this week because he did not have a good week. I'm going to start this one. My thumbs down. Devontae Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles dropping the pass that ruined the entire game. If they catches, and I like Devontae Smith, but if he catches that ball, Jayden Daniels never gets the ball back. The Eagles kneel the ball, and the game is absolutely over right in his hands. Like I said, he ruined a parlay, so you get a thumbs down from me. Thumbs up. It's a little different here. I'm going with CeeDee Lamb. And the reason I'm going with that, he just signed a monster contract with guaranteed money, and he is playing with like basically a broken shoulder when he could have actually just fucking mailed it in, and he's out there with Cooper Rush bowling his ass off, man. It really is something to respect as a guy who got his money and is still fucking playing. So like, thumbs up to CeeDee Lamb, who's just been balling with nothing to play for on the line with a hurt shoulder when he could just rest out for the rest of the year. So thumbs up to CeeDee Lamb. Sir, who you got?
Thumbs up. I'm gonna go with my man Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, 218 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
He broke a 65-yard touchdown and then followed up with a 70-yard touchdown. That brother was big. He was big time on Sunday.
Pissed because he dropped the ball last week.
Okay? Yeah, he was big. He was big time. My thumbs down. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bruh. You had a chance to win the division, like you are to control your destiny, and you let a backup quarterback come cook you. Come on, fam.
Hey, Cooper Rush is he could be a starter on probably 6 teams. Let's be honest.
Stop. Yeah, the Giants. We'll be starting the Giants.
The Giants let him go last year, which is like 2 years ago. It's crazy. Mike, who you got?
All right, my thumbs up. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you know who's leading the league in touchdowns as a running back?
James Cook.
There you go. My thumbs up is James Cook. Nobody would ever think James Cook would be leading the league in rushing touchdowns out of all the running backs in this league. But
we all predicted you'd pick a Bill for thumbs up, so that's something.
That's 16 touchdowns a running back for a guy, who's a 3rd and 4th round draft pick. I mean,
hold on, Mike. This goes against everything you said about Lamar Jackson. So Josh Allen has a run game.
Oh, got him.
When he doesn't have it. The whole thing was when he doesn't rush for 85 yards, dude.
I know, I'm kidding.
Well, there's a lot of 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yard touchdowns that James Cook catch. Anyways, don't ruin my thumbs up moment here, buddy. So James Cook is my thumbs down is just the Oakland Raiders, bro. Like they had the I think the number 1 pick before they beat the Jags, right?
Yeah.
And they blew it. Aiden O'Connell like somehow gets out of a sack like Houdini and like throws a Make-A-Wish Foundation throw, and somehow someone caught it, and that ended the game. I mean, Antonio Pierce came out.
He ain't trying to lose his job, man, because they're going to draft the quarterback, so he's trying to keep his job.
No, I know, but Antonio Pierce came out today and said they're not trying. They don't care about the number 1.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
like you say to me, Scott. What else is he supposed to say? They care about the number
I know,
one.
but
I
at the
disagree.
end of the day, we all know that Sanders wants to go to the Raiders. I mean, they're blowing their chances at that by beating the fucking Jags. That's
but
my
he's not, because if Dion really wants his son to go to the Raiders, he could pull an Archie Manning and make a trade and not go to. It could still happen if it's 1-2. It could still happen. I just don't think Mike. I don't know if I could give a thumbs up for a team trying to win, but is what it is.
They blew their chance at getting their one. They want Sanders bad. So what I'm saying is someone else can take Sanders.
Maybe the Patriots and trade Drake May. Would you do it, Nas?
I wouldn't mind.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, here we go. When Giants get Drake May, you get that would be wild. Holy
I wouldn't
shit.
mind.
All right, what you got? Thumbs up, thumbs up.
All right, so my thumbs up goes to. I got 2 thumbs up.
You guys just make up rules here.
My first thumbs up goes to obviously Lamar Jackson, the performance he put on Saturday evening.
And that doesn't count. Just go to the second guy.
My second thumbs up goes to the Patriots. We went up to Buffalo. I mean, we didn't win that game, but we looked pretty damn good. Well, okay, we looked pretty damn okay.
Got you.
Drake
Average
May
thumbs
played
up
pretty
of
well.
the year. We'll go.
Yeah, Drake May played pretty well. Our defense played okay. I still don't agree with that touchdown the Bills got, that fumble. I don't agree with that, but hey,
That was behind the line of scrimmage.
I didn't
All right.
watch a snap of the game. I was, showering.
You guys literally had the ball the whole first half. I think Josh Allen had 1 possession the whole first half. It was
my
wild.
thumbs down is
Mike's
the guy Mike's showing on the camera right there. You see that guy?
Okay.
That's my thumbs down.
Really? He had a chance to get the MVP solidified and didn't?
Didn't. He threw a interception. It's like, what are you doing?
It was an 80-yard punt. What are you talking about?
Not in the stats, it is.
Let's see, not in the stat sheet.
Not in the stat book.
I get what Mike's saying, though. It's Sterling. You might as well throw it up and see what could happen.
No, on a serious note, he had a chance to solidify his MVP
Bro.
campaign against the Patriots at home. He could have just put the nail in the coffin, but he didn't. He played like shit. So therefore, Lamar has another shot.
I almost hope Lamar wins it for you, Nas. Wins a Super Bowl for you. Wins a Super Bowl for you, Nas.
Yeah,
you're adamant about you're not even a Raiders fan. You love the guy. It's like me with Tony Romo. I give my left nut for Romo to have a Super Bowl.
Because it's like, no, but then if he wins the Super Bowl, it's like, that's still not enough. They'll find something else.
Yeah, what'll happen is
For him to win a Super Bowl, he has to win some playoff games, which is something he doesn't do very often.
Oh, he beat Josh Allen by a field goal. That's why. Some shit like that they'll come up with. But yeah, that's my thumbs up, thumbs down.
No.
I can't wait for Patrick Mahomes to win another Super Bowl.
Yeah,
These two are just going to be complaining the whole year.
Like, oh shit, we forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Oops. My bad.
Tim, who you got?
Real quick, I feel like me and Mike are spirit animals this week. I'm going to start with my thumbs down, which I also said, well, I'm going to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. Because I listen, lose the damn game. I know you're not going to do that. I know you can't do that. I know Jacksonville's equally as ass as you guys are. And I know you're not going to get the players to ever lose on purpose because that's never going to happen.
No.
But it just, how do you play so bad against all these other teams and then just it look competent in a game where it doesn't matter how bad you look? And it irks me the wrong way. Maybe it's just me being a Jets fan and us winning meaningless games to
get Zach Wilson instead of Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I got you.
It just hurts inside. And my thumbs up. Can we talk about Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings? Let's talk about how
serious a few weeks ago. Remember?
Let's talk about how disrespected they are still being 13-2.
Because they're losers.
What else do they need to prove? Like,
didn't Sam Darnold play for the Jets?
Yeah, sure did. I'll give thumbs up to every other Jets quarterback who is no longer playing for the Jets because they're considerably better than they were. Geno Smith playing on half a leg, going out there throwing 3 touchdowns, almost upsetting the Vikings. But still, the Vikings came back and won. But
if I told you 8 years ago that you'd have Aaron Rodgers and the Vikings would have Sam Darnold and they'd be 13-2 and you'd be 4-10, would you have put me in a psychiatric ward?
No, I probably would have said if that happens, just find the nearest bridge because there I'm going. But here we are. We already fell off the bridge. We
I ask you
landed right on our head.
really quick before we go, the thumbs down Raiders thing you guys have, is it because the team they beat, like let's say they beat the Ravens to knock them out of the playoffs, or beat
If
the
they
Chiefs to knock
Scott,
them out?
if they would have held on and beat Kansas City,
You're okay.
I would have no problem.
Guys, so they
at
won
all.
versus a shitty team. It's like, why? What, like, as a fan, right? What's the point of beating the Jaguars? There's no joy in it. It's not a division opponent. I get you. Okay.
Yeah, first of all, the Raiders and Jaguars both suck. So, like, come on now. But they were both trying to lose.
It is true.
The Jaguars out sucked the like.
Outsucked them.
All right. So
Pause.
that's a holiday show. Have a great
Wait, did Sir go for a thumbs up? Thumbs
Yeah,
down?
yeah.
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 All right.
No, I was
We
just
didn't-
clearly
we didn't
doesn't
leave-
care about his opinion. Yes, that's what it is. All right, really quick, let's go around a circle. I know Sir hates Christmas, so I want to ask him, what's your favorite thing about Christmas? Go on.
Football.
Okay, well, that's very generic. Tim.
I love hanging out with family, man.
Okay, another generic answer, but it's heartfelt and I respect it. Sir, give me something. Hanging out with friends?
A big over.
Okay, Jesus Christ. I got to get you a gift in 2 weeks.
Bah
God.
humbug.
Mike, favorite thing about Christmas? What you got?
So my aunt every year, I have this once a year. She makes like an eggnog coquito, which is like one of my favorite drinks, and I only have it once a year. So I look forward to that drink on Christmas.
Now, that's the answer I like.
Is
What about
there
you,
alcohol
Scott?
involved?
Yeah,
Yes, there's alcohol in coquito. Yeah.
My favorite
Then
thing
I'm
about
in.
Christmas is the vibe. I personally like how, like, from December 19th to the 25th, you could go out and, like, there's a smell of snow of Christmas. You go to every store, there's the decorations. I love Christmas. Like, you have no idea. Like, I fucking love Christmas so much that if I die, like, it'll be devastating around everyone I love, because
Scott,
on Christmas, they'll be like, Scott loved Christmas. That's how it'll be.
favorite Christmas song?
Favorite Christmas song? I have three. Darlene Love, All Alone on Christmas, from Home Alone 2. Bob Seger, Little Drummer Boy, and Santa Claus is Coming Down. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the Elvis, or Here Comes Santa Claus, the Elvis version.
I should have plugged your previous TruExact Christmas countdown.
If you want to look on the IG page, TruExact Radio, I have the Christmas countdown. Me, Ellie, and Crocodile Cam did top 10 songs to decorate to. And I actually sickly had my wife start to decorate so I could play music to see somebody doing it, because I couldn't get fucking like the thing right. And she was like, I'm not doing that. Like, what are you talking about? But she did. So I voyeured my wife while I was listening to Christmas music. Everybody, have a happy holiday. Sir, last thoughts. What do you got?
See you on next episode, God damn it. I ain't got nothing.
Tim, what you got?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Nas,
MVP. MVP.
nothing's worse than a chant that gets no sing-alongs. Mike, last thoughts.
I hope the Nets get Cooper Flag.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Goodbye, everybody.